Okay. Good afternoon, people. Hope everyone is doing well. Getting a little cool spell, so I'm chilly right about now. Um, we're just gonna do a little short verse today, Second Timothy, if you don't mind. Also on tomorrow at noon, today is October 30th, tomorrow at noon, October 31st, I will be doing a live Bible study so that it would allow people to comment or ask questions. So, but this is, of course, recorded. Okay, Second Timothy 3 and 1. It says, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times will come." And a lot of times we say that and we think about the world, getting worse and worse and worse. But this particular scripture, let's go into what it means when we look into the commentary. "This know also, that not only men of bad principles and practices are in the churches now, as before described in the preceding chapter, but that in succeeding ages there would be worse men, if possible, and the times would be still worse. This the apostle had and delivered by a spirit of prophecy, and informed Timothy and others of it, that he and they might be prepared for such events and fortified against them." Okay, that in the last days perilous times shall come, hard or difficult times. But this is the key, not by reason of the outward calamities, the natural things that are going on in the world, the badness of trade, scarcity, provisions, ravages of the sword, but by the reasons of the wickedness of men, and that not of the profane world. We expect that of the world, but of professors of religion, for they are the persons afterwards described who will make the times they live in difficult to others to live soberly, righteously, and godly. The days will be evil because of these evil men, or they will be troublesome times, very afflicting and distressing to pious minds, religious minds, as the places and times and men and customs of them were to Lot, David, Isaiah, and others, and also dangerous ones to the souls of men who will be beguiled. They will be charmed by these people. We're easily charmed, and people will, they'll hire a minister because they're charmed. They can sing, or they dress a certain way, et cetera, et cetera. So you'll be charmed by them, by their fair speeches and specious pretenses, where topical, or it seems a certain way that it's applaudable or praiseworthy and all of this kind of stuff. But that's only topical. That's only what you see. Underneath is evil. They're pretending. Pretenses to follow their pernicious ways. You won't see it all, it will come upon you all of a sudden, gradually. It won't be just obvious, but they have pernicious ways, sneaky, you might not see it right away, which will bring destruction upon them. Their doctrines will eat as gangrene. Their evil communications will corrupt good manners before observed. There's only one doctrine, it's the doctrine of Christ. People have many doctrines that they like to come up with, and for their churches, and they are indeed their churches and not the church of the Lord. But the Lord will deal with people on his own time. And these times will be in the last days of the apostolic age and onward to the end of the world. The Jews generally understand this phrase when used in the Old Testament, the days of the Messiah, and which are the last days of the world in comparison of the times before the law, from Adam to Moses, and under the law from thence to Christ. Once Jesus came on the scene, once he was crucified, well, then that ended the law, the era of the law. And that's why we're no longer under the law, but under grace. And even in the times of the apostles, at least towards the close of them. So if there was a close of them, there was a close of the apostles. Great numbers of men arose up under the Christian name, to whom the following characters well agree as the Gnostics and others, and who paved the way for the man of sin, Romish Antichrist, whose priests and votaries are here likewise described to the life, so that these last days may take in the general defection and apostasy of the Church of Rome, as well as in those times which follow the apostles, and those which will usher in the second coming of Christ. The Ethiopic version renders it in the latter days will come an evil or bad year. And I'll go into some of the other ones on another date because it's going to be a lot of reading, but I just wanted to get us started on that. So remember, tomorrow at noon, I will be doing a live Bible study, and you will be able to ask questions if you like. God bless you.